Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something that used to drive me crazy in the lab, waiting forever for a scale to stabilize, dealing with inconsistent readings, and constantly worrying if my measurements were actually accurate. If you've ever struggled with a finicky balance that just won't cooperate, I might have found the solution. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I remember the frustration of standing in front of my old balance, waiting for what felt like an eternity for it to settle on a reading. It was like watching paint dry, except instead of paint, it was my precious time slipping away. And even when it finally did give me a reading, I couldn't shake the feeling that it might not be entirely accurate. It was like playing a game of laboratory roulette, never quite sure if my results were reliable or not. But all of that changed when I started using the Sartorius ENTRIS64-1S Analytical Balance. I've been using this balance for a few months now, and honestly, it's been a total game changer for my work. This thing is seriously precise. It reads to 0.1 milligrams, which is perfect for anything from weighing chemicals to checking small samples. The monolithic weighing system means it's not just accurate right out of the box, it stays that way over time, even with daily use. I don't have to recalibrate it constantly like I did with my old balance, which saves me a ton of frustration. In fact, the only time I've had to calibrate it was when I first set it up, and even that was a breeze. One of the things I love most about the Sartorius ENTRIS64-1S is how easy it is to use. The backlit display is huge and super clear, so I can read it even in dim lighting without squinting. I've worked in labs where the lighting isn't always ideal, and it's amazing how much of a difference a good display can make. The side doors and top sliding door make it simple to load samples without accidentally bumping the pan, and the whole thing is designed to be easy to clean. I work with powders sometimes, and getting residue off the old balance was a nightmare. With this one, I can just wipe it down quickly and keep working. I also appreciate how user-friendly the interface is. The balance guides you through calibration if you need it, and the menu is straightforward and easy to navigate. I've used it for everything from checking the weight of tiny vials to measuring out precise amounts of reagents, and it's handled everything without a hitch. The readability is excellent, so I don't have to second-guess whether the reading is stable or not. It just locks in fast, which is a huge time saver when I'm in a hurry. And the best part is, it's not just me, my colleagues have all been impressed with how easy it is to use, even for those who aren't as familiar with lab equipment. Another thing that surprised me is how quiet it is. Some balances I've used before make this weird humming or clicking noise, which is distracting in a quiet lab. This one is barely noticeable, so it doesn't add to the background noise. Plus, the build quality feels solid, it's not flimsy like some of the cheaper options out there. It's built to last, which is great if you're investing in lab equipment. I've had my fair share of cheaply made balances that ended up breaking after a few months, but this one feels like it's going to withstand the test of time. Now, I'll be honest, it's not perfect. It's a bit pricey compared to some other analytical balances, so if you're on a tight budget, this might not be the one for you. I totally get it, lab equipment can be expensive, and it's not always easy to justify the cost. But for me, the extra cost has been worth it. I've saved so much time and frustration by not having to deal with inconsistent readings or constant calibration, and that's worth a lot. Also, it's a bit larger than some portable scales, so if you need something you can move around easily, this might not be ideal. But if you're looking for accuracy and reliability, the extra cost and size are totally worth it. I've also been impressed with the level of support provided by the manufacturer. I had a question about calibration, and I was able to get in touch with their customer service team easily. They were helpful and responsive, and I was able to get the answer I needed quickly. All in all, the Sartorius ENTRIS64-1S has been a fantastic addition to my lab setup. It's accurate, easy to use, and built to last, which is exactly what I need. If you've been struggling with inconsistent measurements or just want a balance that's reliable day in and day out, this might be the one for you. I've been able to focus on my work without worrying about whether my measurements are accurate, and that's a huge relief. Check it out using the link below if you want to see more details.